Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. From quality tools and materials to expert advice, we're here to help you every step of the way. I need to sound more like a dude, is what you're saying. I throw in the Jesse Carroll shrug a couple times. Picking yourself up and out of the place that I'm in now, working at a bar 12 hours a week. I don't want 12 hours a day. I don't want to do that shit anymore. So I've got to find my way out.
You completely cut out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are doing another live coaching with one of the members of my community right now and in my course. His name's Joey Iniatelli. Joey, say hey, what's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself and your voiceover journey so far.
Yeah, sure. So I started auditioning regularly about 5 weeks ago, but I'd been sort of dipping my toe in before that because I broke my foot. And so all of the other sort of parts of my acting career were on hold. I would go to auditions and on one foot and they were like, you can't. So I was like, all right, I got to be able to do something remotely. Got all my equipment and then kind of did some coachings, been a part of the community for a while. And then about 5 weeks ago, started doing the whole thing on Voices, every audition I possibly could, and have booked a few gigs. So it's gone okay, but Voices algorithm has not been kind lately.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
What have you been experiencing? Has it drastically changed for you?
Yeah, substantially. I think what's been hard about it is I started booking relatively quickly and I was like, yeah, this is going to be easy. I'm going to be full-time in a month. And then maybe 2 weeks into regularly auditioning, I went from, I don't know, let's say on a Monday I might get 30 auditions to this past Monday, I think I got 6 or 7. So
Yikes.
It was sort of frustrating because it's coinciding very badly with the fact that I had been booking. And I was like, yeah, this is great. And I never got the fruits of that. I just saw my numbers get worse. We'll see how that works out. This is not encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, no. Well, here's the thing, right? And this is great that you brought it up because I want to ask this to you. What's stopping you from getting on another site right now? You're booking, you're talented, you've got coaching. The only thing stopping you, slowing you down in your career is the amount of auditions you're getting. So I would say the next step is getting on Voice 123. What's stopping you?
I think with 123, for me, I've been booking and I feel good about my ability to do it, but there's still, I think, a sense for me that I've mostly been doing it with relatively minimal coaching. And so in my head, it's I think for me, I want to feel confident that I can go from booking the $500 job to the $2,000 job. And I feel like going on Voice 123 with people who've been doing it for years that book those gigs on a regular basis, I guess fear is the answer. And I know you just made a video about that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, man, here's the thing, right? At some point, even on voices.com, you're against me for a lot of those jobs that you're auditioning for. You're coming up against me, and the ones you booked, you probably auditioned for them too, and you probably beat me. Yes, there's more of us on Voice 123, sure, but it's not, I don't think it's going to be a lot harder as long as you know how the site works. And you've seen the interview we did with the Voice 123 pros. I would recommend reaching out to them and taking their course. I think it's $200 or something like that, and it will tell you everything you need to know about how the site works so you don't end up in the bottom 40%. But I mean, you're making big strides in the beginning. I would risk going all the way, because it's just going to make you better, getting more auditions in and practicing. And
I don't think that I would have, I feel like the most amount of progress I've made was because I was getting a lot of auditions on Voices. So for me, at this point, I'm looking at getting on Voice 123 quickly. And I'm also looking at getting a professionally made demo within the next few months. It's kind of pricey, so that I can just throw my name out to a bunch of agencies using, by the way, Up to Date Actor, which was a great recommendation from you. I'm looking on getting on 123 pretty soon because at this point I already feel like I'm being quote unquote punished at Voices. So the idea of the V123 algorithm murdering me is not as daunting as it was a month ago.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, if you're not auditioning, the algorithm's punishing you when you're not even on there because you're letting fear stand in your way. But here's the thing, one thing that Joey brought up just a second ago, guys, was Up to Date Actor, which is a great resource where you can actually search out agents by category. So if you're looking for a voiceover agent and I think it's something like $15 or $20 a month for this, to use this platform, and you can literally search and it tells you who's looking looking for what, like young males, young females, BIPOC actors, whatever it is, they'll tell you. So you know you're submitting to the right agent who's actually looking for your type, which is a great resource. This is a way to do it. But when you're searching for an agent, you definitely want to make sure that you've got your professional demo done. Don't want to scrimp on it. So it's great that you're waiting to get that done, to get it done properly, because it'll last you. Like I've had my first professional demo that I did, it's lasted me the last 7 years. It's time for an update for sure. I definitely need to get a new one done, but you get it done once, and if it's done well, you can book jobs just from your demo. Even further, it will help you get a really, really, really good agent.
Yeah, and I'll also add, like, what's cool about it is, and you've talked about it, is getting agents in different markets. Like, Up to Date Actor will have a list of agents in every different, you can sort by market. So if theoretically you have your demo done, you can just go through and you can submit like crazy to a whole bunch of different markets.
Let's jump into the scripts. Let's show off a little bit. We're talking about you booking, getting demos done, getting to the agents. Let's show what you're made of.
You can't lead with that, dude. Okay.
I'm just kidding. The purpose of this isn't to knock it out of the park. In fact, Joey just got these scripts just now, because what we do here when we're doing these live coachings is we're trying to show you what we do when we look at a script. When we get a professional script and we're going to do this audition, we want to figure out how to break down the script and how to say it like our own authentic, unique self. I will give you the honors of picking which script you want to lead with, and then we'll just start from the very beginning of how to break it down.
All right, let's go with the Home Depot script.
Before we do anything here, one thing that I like to do, a lot of people like to do it, and I think it's really a really good way to start with the script, is just doing a data read. Just reading it from top to bottom, no performance, getting your mouth around the words, and just kind of, feeling out what it's about. And then we'll talk about what it's about afterwards. So on your own time, just data read it, just top to bottom, just get your mouth around the words, no performance.
Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. From quality tools and materials to expert advice, we're here to help you every step of the way. Whether you're building, renovating, or just doing some weekend DIY, you can count on Home Depot. Let's build something great together. Visit homedepot.com or your nearest store today.
Great. So what is the script about? First impression.
First impression, super friendly, welcoming, and just saying, hey, like, we've got what you need, and we've got sort of variety with it.
You're here to help. You're letting them know.
Yeah.
If you guys need something, we're here to help, right? We got it. So when you see the direction, helpful, knowledgeable, and encouraging, like, what is that? What do you take from that? Like, what?
Yeah, so like the first thing that I do when I see something like that with the script is I try to remember to keep a smile on my face while I read it. I throw in the Jesse Carroll shrug a couple times.
No, but like the words there, like, this is great. So like people that are in the community or have taken my course, there's like a technique that a lot of people use in voiceover, and it's usually from casting directors or directors. They'll tell you to either shrug or throw the line away, which literally means, instead of selling it like line like Home Depot, you would just, shrug, Home Depot. Anyway, we're not going to get into the intricacies of doing the shrug right now until we come up against it. But when they say we want your direction to be helpful, knowledgeable, and encouraging, great. A smile is definitely going to make you seem more encouraging, helpful, warmer. But knowledgeable and encouraging, knowledgeable, you just want to own your words, I would assume, right? But we don't know necessarily what they mean. So we're just going to go with our own. Smiley, helpful, trying to help them, encouraging, sure.
Yeah, like, hey, your needs are taken care of. Like, it's good.
That's the perfect way of saying it. Your needs are taken care of. Perfect. Okay, so on your own time, give me a first actual read.
Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. From quality tools and materials to expert advice, we're here to help you every step of the way. Whether you're building, renovating, or just doing some weekend DIY, you can count on Home Depot. Let's build something great together. Visit homedepot.com or your nearest store today.
That was great. So that seemed very helpful, knowledgeable, encouraging, conversational. It was a little bit controlled. I'd like to hear a little more off the cuff. I'm saying, like, that was a nice natural read. I'd like to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm going to direct you on this a little bit. And with that first line, ready to tackle your next home project, give me a little bit of excitement in that and let it hang. Don't jump right into at Home Depot. Just give some space. Let that first line breathe a bit. We're going to hook them in, because if they don't love that first line, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen to the rest of it.
Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right.
It was still like, when I'm talking to you, like, you're very like off the cuff, and like your lines come out really, really quick. when you go into that script a bit, you kind of control it and you're like ready to tackle your next home project. You don't talk like that in real life. Just say it. Like really ask that question, like as if you're talking to like me or somebody, you know?
Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. From quality tools and materials to expert advice, we're here to help you every step of the way. Whether you're building, renovating, or just doing some weekend DIY, you can count on Home Depot. Let's build something great together. Visit HomeDepot.com or your nearest store today.
That was great. That was really good read, man. That was excellent. That was right where it needs to be. Now, let's explain the shrug. Home Depot. I know a place you can put it. So let's build something great together. That line can be pretty selly, and you were walking a fine line with it. It was still conversational, but it was a little bit selly because it sounded like you were trying to get them to, because the line's written that way. Let's build something great together. But what if it's like, you know, you're anti-selling it? To shrug it, like, what else are you doing today? I don't know. Let's build something great together.
Let's build something great together.
Great. So give me just like those, the last like few sentences, pick it up about halfway through and then throw the shrug in on that line. And when you watch this back, when it airs, you'll see the difference. Instead of like announcing that line, you're giving it more life, but also you're not selling them. You're so confident and knowledgeable that you can help them that you don't even care if they get helped or not. You're like, well, let's do it together or not. It's up to you.
From quality tools and materials to expert advice, we're here to help you every step of the way. Whether you're building, renovating, or just doing some weekend DIY, you can count on Home Depot. Let's build something great together. Visit HomeDepot.com or your nearest store today.
Good. Very good. Very good, man. That was great. Now, if we're in a directed session, you know, when you work with directors, as you know, sometimes they'll just throw stuff at you to try stuff out. Now, what if we wanted to go like a super like Mike Rowe, manly kind of way? They'll throw things out like that at you in the middle of a directed session. You don't sound like Mike Rowe. So how would you interpret that?
Mike Rowe?
Do you know who Mike Rowe is? Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
Yeah, from Dirty Jobs. They do that all the time with these things like home improvement,
I need to sound more like a dude, is what you're saying. Just be like, yeah.
Give me a manly take. Okay. Give me a manly take. Don't try to change your voice, but like resonate from like your mid chest down to like your lower belly.
Okay.
And give me a little attitude with it too. You know what I mean?
Ready to tackle your next home project? At Home Depot, we've got everything you need to get the job done right. From quality tools and materials to expert advice, we're here to help you every step of the way. Whether you're building, renovating, or just doing some weekend DIY, you can count on Home Depot. Let's build something great together. Visit HomeDepot.com or your nearest store today.
Great. Very good. Very good, man. That was excellent. Let's move on to the Under Armour script. Now, before we get into this, let's do a data read off the bottom. Just read out the words. Get your mouth around it.
Unleash your potential with Under Armour. Our high-performance gear is designed to keep you at the top of your game no matter the sport. From breathable fabrics to innovative designs, Under Armour helps you push harder, and go further. Because greatness is earned, not given. Gear up and get ready to dominate. Shop now at UnderArmour.com or visit your local Under Armour store.
Okay, great. And the direction is motivational, energetic, and confident. You ever played any sports?
Yeah. Not well, but yeah.
What'd you play?
I played tackle football when I was in middle school. I played basketball. I still play basketball. And I played baseball.
Did you ever have a coach that's like super motivational, that was always like motivating you guys, telling you stories, trying to get you amped up?
Yes, but like, I know you're Canadian and American football, it's more like the motivation is like violent and they make you feel really bad about yourself.
Oh, but like yes. How? Okay, cool. So like
one time I was doing tackle drills and I was the smallest guy on the team and I failed to tackle the biggest dude and he went, "You just let the biggest guy on the team juke you out." And I was like scared. He's like pissed off at me. So yeah, not applicable to this read, probably.
Maybe it's good to know because these are the kind of people that you're selling to, even though we're not selling, but those are the people that are buying Under Armour. It's nice to know that kind of stuff, right? Actually, I would argue that I've heard quite a few commercials with that kind of attitude in it. Buy this product or you suck. Now that's not where we're going with this for sure, but was there a time where you were motivated at all? Like,
yeah, man, you get like a good like locker room speech when I was playing basketball. No, not always make you feel like shit. When I was a kid, I went to Kobe Bryant's basketball camp, and it was like halftime, and Kobe Bryant was watching, and our coach was like, "Guys, like, you can't embarrass yourself in front of Kobe. Like, you got to bring the best. Like, you got to like bring this. I think he said to bring the side of you that I see in practice to the second half of this game. And I remember that got us to wake the hell up.
That's brilliant. What was it like playing in front of Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, you're like, man, I've got no choice. Like, I can't mess up. You're like, I can't mess up. It's so embarrassing, right?
Did you guys? Was it a game? Did you win?
We won. Yeah.
What was that like? Did you celebrate? Were you guys like, yo, we just won in front of Kobe Bryant?
No, because you can't let him see you celebrating. We acted, I remember we were like 13 years old. We were like, yeah, that was good. Cool. We're acting so overly confident without celebrating too hard.
But inside were you like, yeah?
Oh my God, inside I was freaking out, man. Okay,
start from that place right there. Start the script. Go for it. Right from
Okay. Unleash your potential with Under Armour. Our high-performance gear is designed to keep you at the top of your game, no matter the sport. From breathable fabrics to innovative designs, Under Armour helps you push harder and go further. Because greatness is earned, not given. Gear up and get ready to dominate. Shop now at underarmour.com or visit your local Under Armour store.
Okay, good. That was a good conversational, semi-motivational read. I need you to amp it way the fuck up. It sounds like you're talking about going to like play some, what's that paddle game that's taken over?
Pickleball or badminton.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Okay, so forget about coaching. What's a time where you like what gets you amped up, man?
You know what? It's funny enough. It's actually it's a quote. So, and it's something I think about all the time with VoiceOver. And it's, if I'm gonna fight with the bear, pray for the fucking bear. It sounds like it's like such an absurd thing to apply to VoiceOver, but for me, like, back when I was getting a lot of auditions, I was like, dude, if you can't do these 30 auditions a day, like, what's the point? Like, what's the point, man? Like, if you can't do that, like, that's the easy part. And so that's the shit that gets me amped up, man. Like, also just thinking about, like, I don't want to work at this job anymore, man. Like, I've got to find a way out. I've got to, you know. So a lot of it is just acting stuff, man.
So like right where you're at right now, that energy, that's the level I need, and maybe even further. So like you're a really chill person. I think it takes a little bit for you to get excited, or at least in front of other people. You got to open that up. Like, you've done acting, right? Like, you've finished, where did you go again?
I went to Marymount Manhattan College, Bachelor of Fine Arts Acting.
For 4 years.
For 4 years, yeah.
So I imagine there's some points where you're giving speeches and you're motivational and you're going for it, right? Like, you've done
sure.
You've done like some Shakespeare stuff. You've done Henry V.
I've done Hamlet, yeah.
Hamlet. Okay. Well, this is not Hamlet. No. This is the opposite. But like an amped up, like this is almost anthemic. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's how it is. You can go way further. Like, you know, you're kind of in the world of like unleash your potential with Under Armour, which is nice and conversational, but the word is unleashed. There's a word that says dominate, innovative fabrics, because greatness is earned, not given. I need you to amp up the fucking attitude and amp up the energy, but you have to do it organically. So you got to find something that gets you amped up. What gets you amped up? Tell me. What? And it just VoiceOver?
No, not just VoiceOver, man. It's not about VoiceOver. It's about picking yourself up and like out of like the place that I'm in now, working at a bar 12 hours a week. I don't want 12 hours a day. I don't want to do that shit anymore. So I've got to find my way out.
You completely cut out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Right. Go into it.
Pretend you heard it all. Unleash your potential with Under Armour. Our high-performance gear is designed to keep you at the top of your game, no matter the sport. From breathable fabrics to innovative designs, Under Armour helps you push harder and go further. Because greatness is earned, not given. Gear up and get ready to dominate. Shop now at underarmour.com or visit your local Under Armour store.
Good. Lots of great stuff in there. You kind of let it drop a little bit when around Under Armour helps you push harder and go further, because greatness is earned, not given. It almost sounded like you were apologizing for a bit, but you came in really good. You just got to work on like the attitude side of yourself. Everybody has some attitude. You know what I mean? Where's the part of you that thinks like, I'm the shit? That's the kind of thing we're looking for. We're talking about elite athletes. That's who does Under Armour work with? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, famously, right? Is he apologetic for anything? That fucking guy like owns his space. And that's where I think it needs to live. Like, you can come in with a lot more. And that first line, I know it's hard when you're trying to put in that energy, but like, you really got to say it like as if you're talking to somebody and just let it hang for a second. Don't jump it right into the other line. What I mean by that is don't go unleash your potential with Under Armour. Our high performance no. Just that one line. Unleash your potential with Under Armour. And then, you know what I mean? Let it hang for a second, then get into the rest of it. And when you're on that line, because greatness is earned, not given. You know what I mean? Like almost like, yo, what the fuck did you just say? Like that kind of thing. Give me some New York attitude, man.
All right, okay. All right. You want me to do it again?
Yeah, do it again.
All right.
Dare to suck. Go too far. Let me pull you back.
Unleash your potential with Under Armour. Our high-performance gear is designed to keep you at the top of your game, no matter the sport. From breathable fabrics to innovative designs, Under Armour helps you push harder and go further. Because greatness is earned, not given. Gear up and get ready to dominate. Shop now at UnderArmour.com or visit your local Under Armour store.
That was great. That was great. The second half, I think, is like where it needs to live. It was a little bit much in the beginning, but I didn't mind that because I wanted to get you out of your shell. It's a little bit unleash your potential with Under. Like I thought we were talking to Randy Macho Man Savage for a second.
That's what I was like, look.
But no, man, sometimes you got to see how far you can go to pull it back a bit. But like that was the second half, I think, is where it lives a little bit more. So keep that attitude. Let's do it one more time and take the intense, like over the top energy back a bit. And just that second half was beautiful. Do the whole thing like that.
Unleash your potential with Under Armour. Our high performance gear is designed to keep you at the top of your game, no matter the sport. From breathable fabrics to innovative designs, Under Armour helps you push harder and go further. Because greatness is earned, not given. Gear up and get ready to dominate. Shop now at UnderArmour.com or visit your local Under Armour store.
Great. It was good. You kind of like got into a little bit of like a stylized thing where you're saying all your words like that. A little bit, but like I like the attitude and the intensity. I think it's real close, man. You know what helps with these kind of things? Like if you go and you get onto like YouTube and look for like an Under Armour commercial and just see how they've done it, because a lot of the times you'll see, oh my God, they're putting like fucking like crazy like heavy music in the background, and you'll see someone doing push-ups and like you hear their breath like and sweat, and then there's people fucking like boxing, hitting punching bags and stuff like that. When you see things like that, how they do it, and the quick cuts to all these scenes, it kind of gets you in the mood to be able to do it, and you see how your voice would fit into that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think I may have shot a little bit for a caricature, like "Welcome to Under Armour."
Yeah.
Like that's, you know, but. Yeah, for sure.
Here's the thing. I've been seeing more announcery reads lately than I have in a long time. And I've been getting people asking me to be able to do that. So like the announcer read and over the top, like, you know, announcery kind of thing, it's not dead. It's still out there. And I think it's something that people need to know how to do. But don't start with that. The first take you did, the very first one, the conversational one, I think that was a good take on it. But you also, I think, need to be able to show them that you can amp it up and add some attitude. So for this, I would do 2 takes. I would do your conversational one, and then somewhere around the realm of the one where you got to. But I've noticed, because we've worked together a lot, like you have no problem being real, authentic, and conversational. But the amped up, energetic ones, that's where I think you run into a little bit of trouble, because you're naturally like a really chill person. As we move on in the community and the course and all that stuff, like when we're doing reads, I challenge you to do some more energetic ones and see if you can get it to like a really authentic place with amped up energy.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's easy for me, like with a lot of these auditions, for it sometimes to feel like it's all coming from the same conversational place, to where a lot of my auditions, I wonder if I'm doing the same shit over and over again. And so this was really helpful to be like, you know, sometimes you got to interpret a script a little bit differently. And I think with the heightened energy thing, it's a little uncomfortable for me being in this box and feeling like, okay, this feels inauthentic and all of that. And it's like, it can be authentic. It's inside me. I just gotta sort of find that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when you watch this back and you see when you're talking about Kobe and like, oh my God, we got to do this. We're playing in front of Kobe. That's the kind of stuff, right? Like I'm a naturally like amped up person. I'm a little bit over the top. So for me to switch over to be like super energetic and all that and still be authentic, it's not really far from what my natural personality is. And all you got to do is just let that side of yourself fly, man. So yeah, dude, it was really, really good job. Yeah, I can see why you're working. So thanks for being willing to like go a little over the top and play around with that second read, man. Great job. Any questions or any last thoughts at all?
No, I mean, I just appreciate it because for me, it was one script that's like pretty easily in my wheelhouse, that I feel like I could book a gig like that, and then another one that's super different and something I think that I would easily fall into the trap of being too much of a caricature. Like, I'm going to talk like a man now. It's, you know,
100%.
So no, it was good to be challenged a little bit, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all. All right. That's it for this one, everybody. Joey, thank you so much. And if anybody's interested in learning voiceover, check the links below. There's many ways to work with us, the community, the course, all that kind of stuff. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Say goodbye, Joey.
I'll see you guys.
Peace.